Hello CommonCrayon, KlixX, Slimek and Squidski. I heard that you wanna port Blu-ray into Counter-Strike 2, so I think this is the best time for a few suggestions you can consider for the future of the Blu-ray. I know it's supposed to be like lure.
Lure.
Okay, but I believe that the French version of this word is a little bit more interesting for the ear.
Lure.
Lure, it's something I prefer, so sorry for that, but I will call it in the French way. Firstly, I wanna say I like Lure because of the simplicity of this layout. I think that this is the simple layout with the middle and the approaches from mid to the sides with overlapping in some areas, which is needed for me in active duty. I think that Ancient is so fucking bad and simple and boring because Ancient doesn't have any overlap things on maps like every other map in active duty. So Lure is something like active duty map, so it's simple enough to be played in Counter-Strike. It's not too hard, so I like it. I like the first approach of the map. Lure is good. And because Lure is good, I will start my suggestions from the most easiest one. And I think the most common thing I said to Slimek is that he cannot let me die on the Lure. I think that a jump from this barrier to this one, it could be pretty nice jump over the killing area, which water probably is. But unfortunately, we have this clipping which enable me, which defends me from dying under the water. I think it on the gray box we had possibility to make this pretty killing jump, a jump over the killing area, so we could do this, something like that. This is the gray box, and we could fail, and we could, oh no, die in this pretty hot water. There is a few maps which were featured in Counter-Strike, and I could die from falling to the water, like the Mutiny, for example, where I could die by even standing on the rock. Yeah. On seaside we had the same thing, we had killing water. So it's not a bad thing, the maps featured in Counter-Strike had this killing water on the map. So it's possible to be dead by water. Just let me do this jump, let me be dead on Lure. Please guys, let me die on Lure. The second thing I thought is that this jump, it's pretty something like not uneasy for a lurker like me to play outside of the team. If team is playing on B side, for example, and I somehow pass this passage so I could go unnoticed by opponents, I wanna go this side. And I understand that cities cannot push it alone, so they need to boost each other to just push this passage. But I think a terrorist could have possibility to silently drop down there. To make it easy, I don't know, maybe just put... Probably there is needed to have a surf wall like this, because from the ground they cannot surf over the side to this passage, and from upper position we can surf silently to the ground. On Sub-Zero it works pretty same way with passage which you can cross, and with the surf wall which can be used. There is a surf wall with a angle a little bit, so we can do it silently. It's not easy, it's not the easiest silent jump, but it needs from you a kinda good movement to do it silently. Okay, I did it wrong, and I can do it silently by just surfing a little bit to the right side. So it's pretty nice. I love movement in Counter-Strike, and this type of przeszkoda, obstacle? So yeah, this type of thing needs from you kinda good movement to do it silently and smoothly. I suggested the same thing on Dharma to make a silent jump over this route, and Gino listened to me. So yeah, he did something like that to create a possibility of silent jump, but without possibility to jump over it. Unfortunately on Dharma it's not working pretty well because you can jump over this, because there is a pixel thing here, so we can actually jump over it. It's not easy, because I'm not the best Counter-Strike player, but it's possible that you can actually jump over it with using this. So probably this surf wall should be high enough didn't have possibility to jump over it, and yes. I think that this change can just help the terrorist lurkers without destroying the map. I think it's interesting change. You can consider it. A third thing is that on grey bots there was possibility to jump over it, and even the first Blu-ray releases there was possibility to jump over it, and I like that. I like that because there was possibility to jump over it. And now there is no possibility. There is also always the thing that I can jump over it and watch this position, and it's not intuitive that I cannot jump over it, I cannot jump on it, and I like that. It's not overpowered spot. I think it's possible to jump here and should be, and I think in my opinion on this antenna probably not, because it was too much to be standing like this. It was possible before in the previous releases, but it was probably just too high position. Even if on Chlorine we have such spots like this, when you can be pretty high on the sides covers, so probably this is okay, but it's not that bad. But on Chlorine, standing on the main statue, I like this spot. Lizard, if you are hearing me, I like this spot, but probably it's pretty too much interesting for the casual players and maybe competitive players. It's maybe too much, but honestly I like to stand on this position with AWP holding this angle. So yeah, this is Chlorine, and Chlorine has this type of positions, so it's not needed to have this spot on antenna. Maybe it's not needed on every map like on Chlorine, but possible on standing on this roof. I think it's not that bad. It will be nice to get players possibility to jump on it. It will give opportunity to nice parkour over the map. The fourth thing, and I think the most important, is that on Blu-ray we don't have many spots where I can boost on my teammate. I have only one probably place on B side, which I can pretty remember, where he can boost me over this box on B side. Fuck you. Over this side. So yeah, there's possibly one of the little spots on the map. And I think A side needs to be unlocked in some way. I think that this box looks like you can boost on. I think it's not overpowered spot, as I said before in the few places, but I think this looks like I can boost over my teammate there. So I was trying that and putting my teammate, and it looks like I can jump on it. He's crouching at this moment, so if he will stand up please. Thank you. So it looks like I can jump on over it, but I cannot actually. And there's a few spots more like this, but this maybe it's not good. This, I think it should be open. It should be open for the players to boost open in there. I like this on such spots like on the Cache, on Shroud, like on Mirage, on B Ninja, or something like that. I think the map needs spots like this, where with my opponent I can think, hey brother, I can boost you here right now, so let's go. I think Blu-ray on A side needs at least one spot like this, maybe to show the players that there is no possibility to jump over it. Or maybe let players jump over it and boost opponents there, I don't know. Maybe just make a triple bot slide there, just to show the players you cannot stand there, don't even try. The next thing I thought is to give players opportunity to boost over it. So we need 3 players. One to boost us there. Wait a second. So we need one guy to boost 2 people there, maybe in some types of afterplant, or maybe in the city even, when this guy is looking for this corner and the second guy is watching through the window the opponents from the middle. It's actually too low, the window, but I think it could be such nice spot to have a boost opportunity right there. So maybe the 2 solutions is to make this roof 2 sides. So this is lower position and this will be like this, to jump over it and have possibility to look over the window, or just lower the window itself to just have possibility to watch through the window, the middle. It's interesting way, and I think it will help Blu-ray to be more complex map, to be more tactical advanced in terms of duo play, in terms of cooperation between 2 CT or T side players. I think it would be nice spot for post plant on A side. And maybe, just maybe, put this box and extend it to like this position to have possibility to jump from this box into this one. It's maybe it's possible right now with a little bit strafing. I don't know, I'm not a good movement player, but it would be pretty nice to make a parkour on this map more advanced and to make possibility to jump here with 2 players, to boost over and to watch window. It will be pretty nice, and I think Luray, it's not complex map at this moment. It's interesting to play, it's fun to play, but it can be even more advanced in these terms of boosting players to watching the windows. The map has easy layout, so we can make the geometry a little bit harder and a little bit more tricky. The next suggestion is easy. I think the clip in here, it's actually no intuitive. I don't know why you blocked me possibility to go into this corner and to wait for possibility of CTs pushing or something like that. So I think the clipping should be just pushed to this line, like this one, with even possibility to jump over the table, but not going further into this side. But yeah, jumping on the table would be nice. Actually, it's not possible with clipping like this. I think it's the clipping is not intuitive. Make it push it further. Yes, I think it would be better. I don't know. Oh yes, I have more one. The next very important suggestion is that these ropes have clipping like this, and I don't like it pretty because the movement is simple. On chlorine, for example, we have no clipping at all at these ropes, so it's possible to porpoise on it. So it's nice and smooth and interesting movement to just go upside and down, like a fish, like a porpoising. I like this pretty much. It's interesting. Yeah, it looks like this, and I pretty like this flow of the ropes. I pretty like it. So yeah, I think that the porpoising effect could be pretty nice on this map. Actually, it's not appearing on these ropes. I think it could. I think the clipping could be a little bit nicer to make the movement more interesting. This map has great potential. Make this potential give the players nice movement feelings, and I think the rope like this with movement porpoising going down and up would make the players feeling like, whoa, I like this effect, let's play more Luray in the future or something like this. Let's make this happen. Maybe let me die on these rocks like on Mutiny. No, maybe not. So I think that's it of my suggestion about the map. Luray, it's nice, but can be more advanced, like on A side. I think it's advanced enough. There's a little bit more places, but if we will smooth off these places, this place, the entrance should be, I don't know, easy for the maybe not, with still such a little bit spots like this. I don't know. I said before, I didn't play that much Luray to say how the map played itself, but I think it has great potential, and it's for sure at this moment the map which should be featured in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And I really hope that this map will be featured in the first operation in Counter-Strike 2 with alongside Dharma in the operation, like the maps which are good enough to be in Counter-Strike Global Offensive but didn't have enough time, so will be pushed into Counter-Strike 2 in the first operation when Counter-Strike 2 will be released. But I think it can happen, but as well there's possibility that this will not happen, that this will not happen. So I don't know. I will cheer for you guys, and yeah, make this map great. This map is good, it's great, but don't leave your baby. This map deserves to be played more, and I hope this map will be played in Counter-Strike 2. Have fun, guys. Thanks for giving us this masterpiece to the game. And Crayon, please come back to the Mapper Hub. Play with us sometimes, with the community. Have fun. Bye bye. And thanks for my follow subscribers. I love them all. Thanks for giving me hope of doing it. Thank you that I can do it. And yeah, that I cannot jump over there. It's pretty not intuitive. I should jump on it. So let's please open it. I think it could be opened. Have a good day, have a good week, bye bye, and see you in Counter-Strike 2.